Different avenues where India and Russia can in fact achieve this no-limits partnership. Defense and technology cooperation. Remember, a huge pillar of the India-Russia relationship has been around defense. According to SIPRI, the Stockholm Institute for Peace and Research, two-thirds of India's weapon supplies even today come from Russia. If Russia keeps its promise of delivering more S-400 missile defense batteries and also offers significant technology transfer when it comes to the next generation of the missile defense systems, the S-500s, then India could upgrade both its strategic air defense as well as strengthen its domestic manufacturing capacity. This would align with India's push under its self-reliance or Atmanirbharta in defense policy, while at the same time preserving its strategic depth. Of late, in the last 3 or 4 years, energy security and diversified fuel supply has been yet another area of significant cooperation between Moscow and Delhi. Global energy volatility, there are tariffs and sanctions on the two biggest Russian oil companies, Rosneft and Lukoil. All of that is driving towards a certain uncertainty, as you know, when it comes to global supply chains of oil. Russia, of course, offered a buffer to India. But now, because of the Trump-imposed sanctions and tariffs, that tap seems to be slowly but surely closing. So India becomes an anchor buyer, helping Moscow maintain energy revenues, even when India is coming under pressure, the Trump-imposed sanctions and tariffs. Then there is civil, nuclear and energy collaboration. Talks are expected around small and medium-sized nuclear reactors, SMRs as they are known. Russia has actively involved itself in the Kudankulam project. Now there is talk about the SMRs, some projects in Maharashtra, etc. So for India, that may help address its long-term energy demand, and for Russia, it's a way to export its nuclear technology. Also, there is economic and trade expansion. Remember, India and Russia, up until the last few years, did not trade too much. In fact, even now, India's exports to Russia are under 5 billion. A bulk of the trade happens on oil and gas. In fact, the total volume of trade is about $66 billion. Both the Prime Minister and the President, when the President is here over the next 2 days, will pledge to take India-Russia trade to over $100 billion by 2030. India is looking to expand its exports to Russia, whether it's pharmaceuticals, processed foods, marine goods, consumer products. If this is successful, if this diversification happens, then it will help narrow the trade deficit with Russia, also generate a more balanced trade flow. And then there is financial and payment cooperation, given the difficulties imposed by Western sanctions and the pressures of the global banking system. Establishing a stable rupee-ruble settlement mechanism that could allow both trade and investments to flow with lesser exposure to Western banking channels.